Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode. Hey guys, and hello, and welcome back to another episode of Adam's Legacy. My name is Katrina, and we are here with a niece and her family. Um, in the last episode, we actually had passed on the gems from Annis to Rianame, who this episode we are going to rename. Ahaha, Rianame, rename. We are renaming her into Sesame, because she does remind me of like little sesame seeds, just kind of sprinkled everywhere all over her body. So we're gonna do that, and let's go ahead and exit out of here. So, Sesame, with her new name, has been learning from her mother about um, the legacy of Adam and the fact that we want to try to head north in this direction. And in the middle of all that, Tataduk has actually come in. And it seems like he's been living in this island for a long time. I feel like all these holes were dug up by him. I'm not really sure. But he was just in this area, and he's been, I guess, kind of alone for his whole life. And he doesn't have very much longer to live. He looks almost like a little Christmas ornament. And what I thought was interesting was that he actually has little reindeer antlers. So, since it's almost Christmas and he is a male with complementary immunity genes to Sesame, I thought that we might be able to have him breed with her and possibly pass on the reindeer antlers, even if they are just in the recessive genes. Because right now we have the ram horns on Annis. Oh God, I can't pronounce her name. Annis, and a lot of our creatures have either no horns or the ram horns in their recessive. So, yeah, we're gonna go on to the next day. We figured out how to kind of split the groups up so that way everyone has a place in the tribe and a function. So I think Tataduk would be a little surprised that he would be starting a family so soon, so early, or so late in his life, rather. I'm sorry. But life is kind of funny like that, and it seems that this Annis person, whoever she is very keen on seeing her daughter have a child before she passes. So let's have Kore purr, so that way she can bless their little family, and let's have her move over this way. Annis, I think, would be very excited, and I find it really interesting that there are two of Lilith's rocks right here. Lilith, in the very beginning of our tribe, was definitely known for her leeches and her rocks. She encountered them in the very beginning of the first big island that we were in, and yeah, there was it just kind of symbolized where we should be going. So I think that Annis might take that as a sign that her job is done. She brought back the males into the tribe, and I really like the symbolism here between the new generation and the older generation. So let's have Sesame say goodbye to her mother. I think Annis would say that it's time for her to move on. And let's have her collect this little bit of meat. Oh, okay. I guess she'll grab that mole. And we'll come back to her in a minute. So We have Cloud, who has very, very happily had his first daughter with Cinnamon, who is also passing this day. I forgot that these two, although Cloud is technically Annis's aunt, I believe, and Saffron is Annis's true sister. I believe that Cinnamon would be very happy with the life that she lived. She was just a nicheling filled with adventure, and she spent a lot of her time scouting the area. And when she discovered Cloud, she invited him in, and I mean, she took a chance on love. He was a stranger, but he was he turned out to be a good match for her. So let's have Cloud's. Ooh, okay, yes. Pick up this mole. Cool. So we have that, and let's have Aname purr for them, just as one last blessing. And I think she would stay there. Let's have Cinnamon stay here. She has a little bit better view of the surrounding area. And let's have Aname come over here so she can light up the path. We want to clear this area so that way we can head off to the next island with this group. And we'll have these two stay here. And that leaves Rolako. She's kind of been left behind. I mean, she's got her two healing mentors over here that she'd been trying to catch up to for days and days. And she might be feeling a little left out. She was a lot younger than everybody else, so I think that she would probably make it over here, just to where this rock is, and kind of use that as a marker for her next move. And as she does so, she sees this group over here that has been slowly making their way to the shores, unbeknownst to Annis. So let's have her come over here, Rolako. And you can probably... we have plenty of food. We can probably leave that here for a little bit. We'll have her come here in between everybody. And I think she would be startled to see so many of these little nichelings, banana included. And I think she would remember Solo, so I think that that would be an okay thing for her to see. Let's have Peach come a little closer. Aphid would stay here. She definitely doesn't want her little baby to get lost, so she would bring up the rear. And I think Duke Nunu would come here. Maybe try to dig up a little bit of a couple worms. And... oh! And I think Kiro, competitive, of his older brother, would probably say, "Ha! I digged up that worm before you could." And Meme... I think that she is still a pretty shy creature, but let's have her, gather up the last of those berries. And maybe she'll catch up with this group, or maybe she'll go with her sisters. Not really sure. So we'll get to that when we can. So let's go over here, and I think Vancure, knowing the area, might probably say, you know, we could probably try to make it over to this island, and maybe he says that there's plenty of food over there for them all. And Saffron, she's pretty excitable, so let's have her come over here. Ooh, please don't take any damage. And just jump immediately up into the area over here. Okay, good. And Lana, surprised, would see that, and maybe she would be a little freaked out. She is a kitty cat, so I can't imagine that she would have a fondness for the water. Let's have her also jump out of the water. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder why Vankir took damage. Maybe we had him sit down in a different tile. But they are all taken care of. Alright, so we have Cinnamon and Anise passing away on the same day. Oh, this always makes me so sad to see our elders leave. And poor, poor little Ferret is barely out of the nest. Let's have her move closer to her father so that way, just in case there's a blue bird, she can still be near him. I think Anise would feel safe and secure knowing that her daughter, Sesame, is going to be taken care of by her tribe, and I think that Cinnamon would try to leave her daughter with a sense of adventure and wonderment. Oh, okay, and let's go ahead and change Ferret's gems to orange, just like her mother. Alright, guys. Goodbye. Oh, that was so sad. It's always so sad when they die. Alright. So Ferret has her second gem. We'll change that over. And everyone here... Oh! Banana! Banana has her third and final gem. Anybody else over here? And Peach has her second gem. So let's change that. Everybody good? Alright, so let's move on over here. I think that now that Anise has passed away, Sesame would make it a priority to get to the other side of this island, and I think that Tataduk might actually just lead the way. We'll have him clear the grass. Alright, have we messed with their immunity, their genes? Let's see. So she has an issue with short-sighted eyes. She does have the big body, so she might be able to pass that along. I like the claw staying in the family. Doesn't seem like we really have an issue with that being there. Can we try... Let's try passing on blue eyes, because I really like the idea of them not only having blue gems, but blue eyes, and just keeping that there. And we have Tataduk, who has green eyes. Oh, interesting. And let's get his short-sighted eyes out of the way. I'll put that in. And what do you have for your pattern? What do you... Oh, he has no pattern. Okay, well maybe we can introduce stripes into his line. I really want him to pass on antlers. I mean, I want to unlock some of the swimming genes while we're here. There's so much water that our nichelings can explore. But I don't think that these are very helpful, especially since the majority of our islands are on land. So let's go ahead and, just as a measure of security, we'll pop in regular hind legs. And let's take a look at you. Okay, you've got that. That's fine. And maybe we can introduce some nimble fingers. No, she's already got the claw. You know what? I think it's always been kind of a status symbol that Adam's family has been very strong. So we'll go ahead and give her the claw. I wanted stripes, but I think utility is a little bit more useful now. We have no idea what kind of dangers lie waiting for us on this next island over here. So let's go ahead and do that. Corey, let's have you come up here and clear a path. I'll have her pick up the grass in the surrounding area. And Aname, let's have you pick up the grass this way and light up the way here. Little ferret, you can come up this way, and your father can come over here, and let's have him kind of gather some food. Because I don't think that he would really see the importance in continuing, you know, continuing the line and leaving the island, but he would go along because his daughter seems to really respect her mother's wishes that she go on an adventure. So let's go ahead and bring how should we go about this? Because we have to island hop twice before we can get to this island, which would definitely be more useful. Let's have Meme come forward. She's got the big body. And let's have Banana come forward as well, because I think that as the big sister, she would be the one to... Oh no! No! She was only able to move one? I thought that this was that tile. No, Banana! Ah, that wasn't my intention. Okay, we need to have somebody able to move to the other side. Is there anybody here that can do that? Solo. Can you come over? Oh, okay. Well, let's have you at least pick that up. Yeah, because I don't want to hurt the little babies, but, let's have Rolacco come over. Can we move them? Oh my gosh, she took damage. Okay, now she has lit up the area, and while this isn't exactly the most dangerous place, there are coconuts over here that can't hurt them. So let's have Kiro. I think that Kiro would second guess himself, but I think he would still bravely step forward. He is a little baby. But let's have Duke Nunu step forward. And Peach, who is our last little baby from Solo's and Aphid's union. Let's bring her forward. Ooh, no, we don't want to have any more babies. Really just want to see if we can... Oh, we're probably going to be taking damage, so definitely Rolacco needs to... Whew, okay, she needs to be healing a lot of people when we move on. Okay, so we're gonna leave that family there, and we have this little family over here, and Analana, very shocked over the whole thing, would definitely want to place herself high up on top of this little bunny hill, and Saffron, just kind of silly like always, with her new partner in crime, Van Kier. I think that they would take this other rock because for some reason The rocks are just gonna plague us today, as always. And let's have Van Kier breed with her. Ooh. Alright, so I'm glad that Whoa! Wait, we had 2 genes unlock? Hang on a second. Oh, and we already set up their mutation menu. Oh, nuts. What did we unlock? Oh, maybe we unlocked web-tined legs, just as I was talking about it. And webbed paw? That seems likely. Okay, so let's have Saffron pop a nest over here, and let's have her clear this grass so that way we can see this little baby. She is going to pass away soon. We're holding off on Sesame's baby just for now. Okay, so let's scoot in over here and let's witness Saffron's baby. Oh, let's clear these first. Okay. Ooh. And there's the derp snout. Who died? Who died? Who was that? That wasn't Cinnamon, right? Who died? Oh, that was Tataduk. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay. That's fine. It's not great, but, thank you for, showing us the way, Tataduk. Okay. Let's pop Saffron up here, and let's take a look at her little babies. Oh, what? What? What in the world? What? What? Oh, I'm in such shock, I didn't even know. Wow! She's beautiful! I love her tail. She has, no patterning, and she looks like a little scorpion. Her little tail, Oh, sorry about that, guys. I had to sneeze. Okay, so Circe, she looks really cool. She has one deformed paw, which I was a little bit worried about, but let's name her let's name her Little Stinger. Kind of like a Little Dipper, but Little Stinger. It's a little long-winded, but I think that, I don't really think Saffron has any issues with long-winded names. I think she would be pretty whimsical like that. That's awesome, and we're definitely having more babies. So let's have Vankir, breed, please breed. Breed? Oh, good. Okay. And we'll have one last baby with Saffron. And let's have Analana purr and pick up the grass on this island. I think she's realizing that by choosing to come along with these two, she has volunteered herself to essentially be the new babysitter. Okay, so Banana, no! Let's bring you up here because I need you healed. My little Banana, and I think we're gonna waste all of Rolaco's turns just purring. And let's have her clear this. And let's have Meme clear that. And there's plenty of room for everybody to step by, and we have both Duke Nunu and no, they were born on the same day. They just have different body types, and so that's why that's why one of them looks so much younger. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna take note of that short-sighted eye, and let's have. When did Kiro take drowning damage? No. When did? It was because the little children couldn't help themselves, I see. Okay, so let's have Kiro move over here to make room. Let's have, oh gosh, what is a good angle for that? So that we can see. Okay, let's have Duke Nunu. You really can't move very far, can you? Oh no. Let's have you come up here. Solo. Oh, you're going to pass away soon. I don't want to risk it. Oh. Well, I think Peach would still be a little scared. She strikes me as pretty timid. And I think Aphid... I don't think Aphid would want to leave her mate. I think that Solo knows that if he continues on, that he will end up getting hurt and pass on. And he doesn't want his children to see him pass away under the waves. So let's have him come back up here, and he can stay there. I don't need anybody else dying prematurely. Okay. So let's go ahead and have Ferret come this way. I think as a very excited child, she would come that way. And let's have Kore clear out the grass. These healers seem to end up having to clean up everybody else's mess. I kind of find that funny. Oh, and more rocks over this way that I hadn't noticed. Let's have Cloud clear this area. And I think that he would want to stay close to his daughter. And that would leave Sesame to pick up the pieces over here. And I think that she would move forward and kind of lead the charge over to this island. Whew. Alright. Everybody has had their turns done. Everyone's good. We do need to pick up this little berry bush over here. Maybe we can gather some goodies. Oh. Always zoom in, kids. So let's have her pick that up. We've got a little bit extra meat. And today we know is Saffron's last day. She's had one lovely daughter, even though she has the derp snout like her father. I think that she would actually find that a little charming. She is so different and unique from anything and anyone that she's ever known, just like her father. And I think that Little Stinger is gonna grow up a pretty interesting nicheling. So I was gonna say person, but she's a little nicheling. So let's move on to the next day. Goodbye, Saffron. Ooh. And she had a little boy who is just like his little sister with the claw and the deformed paw, but his name is Vantaro, just like Vankier. I kind of like that. He does kind of look like a little taro root. If you guys know what that is, it's like a purple yam. But on the outside it's brown. I kind of like that. Let's call him Taro instead of Vantaro. And let's see. Okay, so he's carrying stripes in his inactive genes, and he is carrying that scorpion tail. Perfect. What does he have? He has E and G immunity, and his sister has E and F immunity. Home island and G. G, and F. Okay, so I think we will call it quits for now on breeding. And let's have Analana jump over here, and she would purr for this new baby, just as she purred for little Stinger. And we'll move on. Yeah, let's move on to this little family. So it is Solo's last day. And I think that he is very happy to know that he, even though he didn't want all of this attention and all of this, I don't know, all of the nichelings next to him, I think that he would still be very appreciative of the fact that he lived a really long and happy life. His children are all healthy, and yeah, it's been quite a journey for him to go from an only child, motherless, to meeting up with Aphid, who actually ended up being kind of like his true soulmate. Especially since they had such similar pasts. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna have Peach stay here on this side. Maybe she can collect a little bit of a coconut over here. And let's have Solo move in between his little soulmate Aphid. And can she dig up a little bit? No? Okay. And I think that his family would hate to see him go, but he would also encourage them to move forward. So let's have Rolako come this way. Let's have the two brothers, two very stubborn brothers, come over here, and let's have her purr for the both of them. And I think in Banana's anger, she would probably take down this little berry bush, because nobody's listening to her. And I don't know if you've ever had siblings, but if your siblings don't listen to you, it can be kind of frustrating, especially when you're trying to keep them out of danger, out of harm's way. Can you pick this up, Meme? I don't want to send her over the edge just yet, but I kind of like the idea that they are all working together. No. We're not breeding right now, Duke Nuku. We're gonna stay away from having a little baby boom until next time. Alright, so let's have Kore clear the area one more time. And I think that she would... Let's have her come down here. I like that she would light up the path. And I think that... I think that Aname would also want to come over here. Maybe we can have... Nope. No. No, Aname! I didn't mean for you to go down there. Okay, well, let's have your sister purr for you, because you're right next to her. You're so close to the other side. Okay, so she'll be one step closer. She's lit up this path here. Let's have Sesame wade in the water. Maybe she can pick up a little worm. She took damage? How did she take damage? What is going on? Why? She wasn't even in the water. If she lifted her head, her nose would be out. I mean, okay, Cloud, let's have you come over here. Okay, so lesson learned. I think Ferret would stay back and just kind of observe, and her father, Cloud, would say, "You guys are crazy, because there's no need for you guys to leave this island. There's There's plenty of food here. I don't know why you guys are leaving. This is ridiculous. And you're all going to drown. I think that's what he would say in a very practical voice. He spent his whole life here, and he doesn't see a reason to do otherwise. So, here we go. Oh, my phone is going off like crazy. Alright, so it is Solo's last day. We are going to end it here, I believe. I hate ending on a death, but in the next episode we'll witness Solo's passing as his daughter Peach grows into her third and final gem. And thank you so much for everything. And hopefully you'll be watching over your children as they go on with their really large family that you never knew that you wanted. Goodbye, Solo. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. That was so sad. Okay.